Good morning. What's going on? Today, about 9:30 in the morning, and it's like 10 degrees. Today we are going to go to the Dachau, I think it's pronounced Dachau, concentration camp. Dachau is the first Nazi concentration camp, and it was established in 1933, shortly after Adolf Hitler came into power. In the beginning, this camp served only to hold political prisoners, but then over the years it changed, and it was a site of immense suffering where tens and thousands of people were killed by the Nazi regime. On April 29, 1945, the camp was liberated by American forces and 30,000 people were freed from this site only, which means that this site operated for 12 years. Now in this day, 2024, this site remains as a memorial site, so come with me and let's go and see what it's all about, eh? So if you've seen the movie The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, you can correlate, I don't know the word, these two things together, the concentration camp and that movie. It's like the most famous movie. It's a heavy movie, but that concentration camp, it's not in Germany, it's in Poland, and it's one of the biggest where a lot of people died. Over 1 million people died there, and that camp was an extermination camp. The camp we're going to now was not an extermination camp, although a lot of people died there. It was solely for labor. This camp we're going to was a labor camp, and it was also used for experiments, like medical experiments, scientific experiments on the prisoners, like altitude and hypothermia and things of this nature. There was a gas chamber there, but they say that the people there didn't die in the gas chambers as they did in the other one, which is famously known in The Boy with the Striped Pajamas movie. I want to show this real quick because I find this so interesting. Look at the excavators in the escalators in Germany. They come up like this, but if no one's on it and you want to go down, look, it will change. It has to stop. How do you stop it?
No, stop.
It stops randomly?
Alone. Maybe this one.
It's block.
This one just.
Not this one. Not this one, but the other ones you can do that, trust me.
We are gonna take the other. Not this one goes.
So crazy to think where we're going right now, and there was 30 different people, like different countries, 30 different countries who were prisoned here, and over that 12 years 200,000 people were prisoned here. That's crazy, man. Packed. Oi. What's the old school one? Look at the trains here. Look, they have little tables and a bin.
That's so true.
Is that a bin? Wow. Amazing. Look at the taxis here. The taxis here are full on Mercedes. Crazy.
KZ, Gedenkstätte, Concentration Camp, Memorial Site.
Okay guys, we just arrived and it's filled with people, which sucks, but whatever, it is what it is. Now let's cruise around and see what we can find. This is hectic, bros. And the weather makes it that much more like eerie, you know? But check this out. It's massive and it's just like grey and white. And I don't know where I am now, but I feel like all the people would have been in here just like a prison yard, you know? And these separate rooms all around here, I don't know what they are, maybe different places where they slept or different workshops or something, but look at the design and the colour, it's all, yeah. Yeah, I wonder what those buildings were. They all look the same inside. But it looks exactly how I pictured it. Like it looks exactly how you'd think it would look. Just this big open space with just, I don't know, just buildings. There's this weird feeling here too, eh? It's like you feel like something in here. I don't know if it's because you know where you are and you know the history and everything, or it's just got that vibe, eh? It's just like, what the f***, you know? Yeah, it feels like when you visit a cemetery. Let's go here, have a look over here. Made the example of those who were exterminated here between 1933 and 1945 because they resisted Nazism, helped to unite the living for the defense of peace and freedom and in respect for their fellow men. Okay guys, unpopular opinion incoming. Alright, look, those rooms we just went into is like, gives you all the information about everything. Yes, it's cool, okay, I want information, great. Don't get me wrong here. But I really enjoy more like walking around like this and being in the actual place and seeing it and trying to imagine how it would have been back then. Not just being in the rooms, yes, in those buildings that's completely empty and it's just filled with information and like, it's like a museum. Yeah, that's cool, but I think for me, I get the effect way more if I'm just like, you know, I'm here, I'm looking at that, like, and I'm picturing it, you know? I mean, it's cool, like, it's all part of it, but I don't want to spend too much time in there, you know? Because you can spend like 2 hours in there just reading information and you're surrounded by like 100, 200 other people doing the same thing, so I don't know, it depends what you're into.
It's
like a hostel.
This one here.
3, 6, 9.
This one are new for sure.
Right, it is what it is, mate. You're surrounded by tourists, but I'm a tourist myself, whatever. But, you know, this is where they slept, obviously. But look at this outside the window on the other side of where I came. This place is massive, bros. And I think over there in the corner is one of the guard towers, I think. This is like a common room where people came and gathered and ate food, I think. What is that? Toilet? That's hectic, cuz. So there's more beds there, and then there's toilets there. I don't know, it's weird here, bro. Like, you can't, I don't mean to be like whispering like, oh yeah, this is like this, but yeah. It's like, that's how it is here. Like, you can't be loud, you know, because it's sensitive and it comes off as like disrespectful, you know. So everyone's really quiet and walking around and talking quietly amongst each other. But look how big this place is. We go down there. This is the place where I was just looking out the window. But like, to sum it up, man, this place was a prison. A big prison. just like a prison, you know, that we have now, but the people were treated way more inhumanely, you know, way more inhumanely. But yeah, it's pretty intense to be here, eh, and see all this. It's pretty crazy. I don't know how much more content I can get out of this, but we'll walk around and we'll have a look. But yeah, this is basically it, you know. So where I am now, the church was built afterwards in like the 60s or something. This is a church. This is the gate. So I'm outside the prison. But it's pretty, like, it's not that big, eh? Like, look. Wait. Alright, so this is hectic. This is the cremation centre or building, and let me tell you that those things that you just seen there, the ovens, most of the prisoners were hung in front of those ovens and then cremated in there, you know. And although this wasn't an extermination site, people did get exterminated here, and that's the truth. What the hell is this place? That's hectic. So this is where the people would be before taking a shower. So the people would think that they are taking a shower, and they would be put into that room there. They would take off all their clothes, and then they would go into the extermination gas chamber. It's hectic, guys. crazy, bro. So in those very chambers where I was just standing is where they put the prisoners for their clothing to get disinfected. And I think they go into the extermination center to die, bro. You know? And I'm going to try and walk us through there without being too abrupt or disrupt to the others. But basically it works like this. So they go in there, I don't know what happened with their clothes, whatever. Then they go to the next room, which is the room I'm about to walk into, and they are told that they're going to have a shower. They have to take off their clothes, and then, you know, they don't have a shower. They walk into that chamber and they get gassed, and obviously that kills them. Then the bodies get cremated in those ovens, and I think they can hold 2 to 3 bodies at once in those ovens can be cremated, and the ashes goes through this chimney. And then there's the next room where the bodies get stored to be cremated, which was the room I was talking in at the start of this as I arrived and to this building, and I was talking in there and I was saying all that stuff. I was standing in the actual room where the bodies are placed. So I'm going to walk us through there now, and hopefully I'm not disrupting anyone, but yeah, we'll see. I'll run you through the steps and the process. So now I'm standing in the very room where they are made to take a shower. Or the room that they are told that they're going to take a shower, where they need to take off their clothes. So here's the room where they all get naked. Now I'm standing in the shower where the prisoners were gassed. This is the room where the dead bodies were left until they were ready to be cremated. And now this is the cremation. And then this building here, where I was talking at the start, is where more bodies were stored, waiting to be cremated. Man, that's hectic. What was that place down there, I wonder? Now I'm at the back of the building where no tourists are, because people don't come back here. But let's see what's around here. Like a big door entrance. Crazy, G. I don't know, I didn't really understand this part before when I was there. I didn't understand that part before when I was there, but there's 5 chambers there, so I'm guessing that when they got naked, they took all the clothes and they washed all the clothes in there, disinfect them. Maybe they had sicknesses on them or something. Maybe they reused the clothing or something. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It doesn't tell you. But it's interesting that they have 5 of them. That's a lot of clothes. And you see the picture I just showed of all those bodies stacked up. See how like malnourished the people were? They were so skinny, you know. A lot of people died here just from pure starvation or just being overworked, you know. So it's crazy. It's crazy. It's not like a couple hundred, couple thousand people, you know. It's a lot of people, man. A lot of people. For 12 years this went on in this camp. I don't know what that door was, whether this door, you know, they had transportation through here with trucks or something. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, now I'm around the back of the old cremation centre. Let's have a look through the window. That's hectic. So this little building here that I just showed you was the old cremation centre. Did you see it? It's only like 1 oven, 2 ovens, little. It's small. It's very small. Look at the difference of size between those 2 cremation centres. So they had that old one there, and then they had to build this new one here because that one wasn't big enough. But they say by 1943, 11,000 people were cremated in that one, in the first one, in the old one. Now I'm going to give my final thoughts on this place, this experience, this journey. You know, when I first walked into this place, it was like, whoa, you know, it's when you watch the movies and you see the documentaries and you hear about this stuff your whole life, you know, and then you finally come here and it's like holy, you know, it's like, look at this place. Just being in the space and being in the area and sort of like watching how everything's like, whoa, like, you know, you can see that building and you can see this building. You're just in the space and you can sort of like get a feel for everything. You know, it's not cool because obviously everything that happens really bad in history, but you know, here we are. But they have like, it's like an exhibition where you can go into that building and you can read the information. You could stay in there for 2 hours, you know. But I sort of prefer to just like walk around and cruise around and see what it is. And here it is. I'm going to end the video now. It is what it is. It's, yeah, it was a crazy experience. Thank you.